Okay, so energetically, how we doing, family? What is going on? Right? Right? So, I'm back again, providing some divine messages, and I felt called to share the energy currently because there's a shift happening, and there's always a shift happening. Don't get me wrong, you always hear that there's a shift happening and we're in a different season and rate. But there's something about this season where those of us who are currently experiencing a newfound freedom, and it feels scary, ashe, to confirmation. um, it feels daunting. It's a little bit discombobulating, um, and I can feel this apprehension to communicate, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to do some readings today. um, I myself have been experiencing the same energy, so as I tap in with the cards today, divine ones, just know that this is a collective message. And I just want to shout out to my divines, my beautiful divines. I'm celebrating you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful to be able to show up for you. And to be honest, I feel like I needed to show up. I needed to show up for me. And that is part of what this freedom is ushering us into, the season of showing up fully, baby. Like, no longer burdened by forces. For now, I'm gonna say forces for now. We're gonna see where the messages go, just because I want to allow for the collective message to come through. And depending on what comes through today, I'm gonna be doing a few readings, short readings, and depending on what comes through, we will elaborate. We'll extend on the message. But first of all, I want to give thanks to the most divine, high, purest of light. I'm so grateful for this birthing, this release of an old and the stepping into a new. I'm so grateful for the love, the love that's blossoming from within, the opportunity that's being offered now to step into our fullness, our wholeness. Ashe, it's a beautiful thing, and it's almost as though we're no longer being given a reason to hide from ourselves. Ah, it's so beautiful. So I want to give thanks to the Most High, the purest light, the infinite source, whatever you connect with, darling. When we say these prayers, we are acknowledging the greater source, the greater force, the creator, the all and the everything, and you are a part of that. So receive that if that is something you feel welcome to. All right, let's get on in here. How we doing, loves? You don't know how excited I am to do this message. Let me just put it out there. It has been a whirlwind. There has been some serious shaking of the foundations, okay? A breaking of old foundations and returning with a new. Divine light, I ask for you to allow me to convey messages with less of me and more of you, divine. Fill me with the messages that people need to hear, not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear. Ashe, because we are open to receive the messages you have for us, and we're so grateful to be a part of this divine infinite intelligence. It was a word, right? Right, so okay, me. I'm in my sexy energy right now. It's hot as shit outside. Okay. Apparently around the world right now we're experiencing this really intense heat wave, as well as many different I don't want to call them natural disasters, but yeah, for many these things are occurring around the world, and they are ushering in this new energy. Okay, we have protection here. Okay. It's giving you are protected in this season, right? You are protected in this season. And it's about you having the confidence to know that you are protected now. In the past, you might have had these burdening energies just lingering on you that make you limit your own self-belief, your own self-image, right? but you're protected from external attacks, these spiritual attacks, this spiritual warfare. Ashe, that was the light. This spiritual warfare that's been taking place. Right now, I'm speaking to my chosen ones, okay? If you resonate with this message, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, do all the things you want to do to be a part of the tribe. Ashe, but I just want to reiterate that we have been through a war, okay? It has been a war. We have been battling demons, right? Demons and spiritual attacks that have limited us for so many years. And if you're resonating with this may be many, many, many years for you. This may be beyond just your lifetime. This may be an external force that your legacy, not your legacy, sorry, your ancestry has had. I'm finding my throat chakra is fighting to share this message. Ashe, we have a birthing of a new age, just to confirm right there, because it is very much a new age and you are responsible for this new age. Ashe, you have been relentless about fighting for your freedom, fighting for your freedom to express your true authenticity. Ashe, dreaming a new world into being. Okay, do you know how much it takes for someone to dream a new world into being with all the manipulations and all the fixtures? When I say fixtures, I mean the stagnant energy, the energy that we have been birthed into, generational passed on information, structures that you were born into and had to break out of to free yourself. Baby, it's the birthing of a new age. And the thing is, you have done a lot of this work alone. This has been you, yourself, and I. Okay? And it has been you working alongside the divine infinite, tapping into the internal universe, trusting in your inner power, which has then assembled your divine ancestry to support you, okay, in this decision, in this choice, because what you are doing is actually healing. You're healing your line, you're healing your lineage, calling in the ancestors, calling in your divine spirit guides. Ashe is the word, and now you have the opportunity to dance with life. This is where you get to enjoy this living experience. You get to create your heaven on earth. And now, for the first time, you're being shown that you've done it. And that is where the discombobulation is taking over. Because to stand in this new space, it's one thing to fight for it, but to actually experience it is a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level, because you've created something off the back of your faith, blind faith. And it has emanated from a choice to love yourself, loving yourself entirely, wholefully. Okay? It's an awakening, honey. It's a real awakening. Energetic upgrades, if you will. And it really is a frequency shift. Ashe, where we at? Eight minutes. All right. Let's see what other messages we have here. Divine. Ashe is a confirmation. All right. It's the ascension for me. I love this card. The Trinity here representing the three bodies, right? The mind, body, and soul. And it's being in alignment that assists your ascension. You're in alignment with your higher self right now, which is assisting you. That has been assisting you to do this work. And you have really, this is an act of surrender. Many people think the ascension journey is about taking control of your life, when really it's actually surrendering over to something greater than you, a greater power, to take the wheel. Take the wheel, Lord. Take the wheel. Okay. Ashe, I'm being called to draw from another deck, so I'm going to move on. Right, let me see if I get anything from my African heritage. All right. Ashe. So for those of you who have been doing this work, it is the most beautiful thing to receive. To receive? Oh, okay, the word is to receive. It is a very beautiful thing to receive, right? But the thing is, for many of us, we have been in this state of defense. We have been defending ourselves against these external attacks. And one of the things that is required when we're in this act of surrender to the Most High. We now have to surrender to the will of the divine. We have to be vulnerable enough to now receive the blessings that we have been so perilously fighting for. If that's the word I want to use. We have been doing the work to receive this abundance, but some of us are still in fight mode. Some of us are still in defense. Some of us are still guarded, and you cannot receive that abundance if you are guarded. The heart chakra is now required for you to understand that you are no longer at war. You made the choice. You didn't realize that most of that choice was down to you choosing you. It was down to you making specific decisions to honor yourself. Once you decide, divines, once you decide, it is done. It was the battle for you to get to a point of decision. That's the warfare, the internal warfare that you experience. Once you have decided, that war is over. Okay, the battle is over, the battle is won. Ashe. But if you're now still in defense, if you're still in that guarded position, then your heart chakra isn't able to receive anything. It requires you to have compassion and forgiveness now. Forgiveness for yourself and compassion for yourself, but also compassion and forgiveness for others. Okay? It's very easy for us to get into that state of fighting off all of these battles and then being in a position of judgment. And judgment is already being held. Judgment is already being served. It's not for you to serve the judgment. The judgment is already being handed out by the divine. You are supposed to sit and hold the vibration frequency of compassion and love, because it's in loving yourself and loving all things for what they are and who they are that then opens up the gate. It opens up the space for you to allow newness, to receive newness. Ashe is the word. Let's see if we get any confirmation on that. I have been feeling so emotional about this new energy, this new space we're in. Even bringing this message for me is quite intense. I'm experiencing some interesting energies, but we move, you know? It's very important to remain grounded at this time, really grounded. And grounded in the heart space too, while you feel all the discomforts and, you know, while you make the transition, because this is a huge transition. Let's not sleep on this shit, okay? For those of you who have been doing the work, you know I ain't tripping. I'm coming to you on a very, very interesting energy right now. It's almost insecure, but it's not insecurity, it's vulnerability. And I really like it here. For those of you who are stepping back into your power, I applaud you. I celebrate you. I am excited for you. There is so much to do. There's so much to experience. And you no longer need to keep looking over your shoulder. You no longer need to keep looking over your shoulder. Ashe? You no longer need to keep looking over your shoulder. That's a word for somebody. I don't know who needs to hear that. Somebody needs to hear that, though. You no longer need to look over your shoulder, baby. That season is over. You feel me? Discernment is always key, but you don't, okay? Discernment is always key, baby, but this is a time for you to start receiving pleasure. It's a time for you to start enjoying what it is that you have now manifested. Ashe, okay? As the blessings start to come through, it is your ability to stand open and receive. It is all about you being receptive. 11, number 11, I love that. Tanit, Ashe, it's a royal position. It's a royal position. This is royalty. It's royalty, and it needs to be claimed. I'm hearing. You have to claim who you are. Claim your power. Know who you are. Know the work you've done. Know that the heart, the love that you have been pouring into yourself, and acknowledge where it's come from. Acknowledge all the things you've been through, but acknowledge why you are worthy of this love. You have done the self-work to know what self-love is. Ashe, because we ain't looking back, okay? This message is specific for specific divine lineage. This message is for a specific collective, all right? For this, for those of you divines who have been opening the floodgates, baby. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. I'm really excited about it. And it's the floodgates of emotions. It's the divine inheritance that is now open. I've been getting a twitch right in my left eye through this recent ascension for the last couple of days, and like it's a reminder of the upgrade. It's a reminder of the newness that's coming in. It's a reminder of change. It's just symbolizing so much to be grateful for and to be receptive of, to stay in a state of receiving. Because for me, having something in the body that's changing, or something in the body that's drawing my attention, it reminds me that there is a change, there's something happening. Sometimes we can get quite stagnant, and I'm being brought to say this so that you are reminded to stay in motion. All right, stay in motion at this time. You want to be active, you want to be moving your body, you want to be allowing the energy to flow through you and to show up in different ways. Movement is a beautiful conductor of energy. It allows things to move through, to be released. Ashe is the word. So we got Sarah Lakali right here. Some of you might want to do research on Sarah Lakali. It might hold a lot of messages and confirmations for you. So Sarah Lakali there, bringing in the emotion, okay? Because there's many emotions that many of us may have not felt for a while. Okay, we've been in the state of battle, right? Some of us haven't even been allowing ourselves to think about receiving a certain type of affection, baby. These two last cards, between pleasure, okay, and the overflow of emotion. For those of you who may not know, water symbolizes the moon, but it also symbolizes emotion, and water holds emotion. You feel me? Water holds memory. So all the emotions that you may be experiencing right now that are coming through, it's giving sensual energy, it's giving prepared to receive, it's giving relax. Wow, I've got at the bottom of the deck staring at me, the betrayal. Now, what's coming to me with this is you being in a state of receiving whilst others are experiencing betrayal. And this is a highlight to those who will see your self love as offensive to them because you are pouring into you. And anyone who finds your self love offensive, Ashe, is simply missing or lacking self love for themselves. And anyone who is focusing on your self love as a negative, all you are responsible to do is to pray for them. Okay? Because they're living in their own hell. They're living in their own turmoil, and they're also having to deal with their own energy. So the best you can do, all right, is pray. Pray for their healing. Pray for their balance. Have compassion for where they're at because it's theirs. Right? You're no longer in a state of betrayal. And I say no longer because it's the acceptance of those projections onto you, those spiritual attacks onto you, that then gives them permission to latch onto you and play a role in what it is that you experience in this life thing. So you see those projections that you dropped, okay? You identified and dropped. Some people don't even know that you already clocked on to what the fuck was going on and dealt with this shit internally. Some people don't know about that. That's how high of a spiritual goddess you are. I could be talking to some God kings too. Please don't take my messages one way. This is a collective energy consciousness message, right? I might address my goddesses because I know that we've been through the goddamn dirt, okay? We've been through the mud and this shit, and it's really beautiful to see the collective divine feminine healing that's happening right now. So, baby, I have to acknowledge my babies, okay? My divines glowing and shit, soft and supple or whatever. It's a fucking vibe, okay? Even I am trying to find, room room to be as soft and gentle as I want to be. All right, because I'm a strong bitch. All right, we done fought a few battles now. So this soft gentleness may be unfamiliar for many of us. It may be. But let me see if I can get a few more cards right quick because I wanted to keep these short. That's what I said. That's what I said. I'm going to try to stick to it because Lord knows. We got your Figi, live out loud, Ashe, because we're living out loud. It's a celebration. Okay, it's a celebration right now. I'm grateful. Everybody feel the energy just feels like gratitude. Y'all see how I'm elevating through this message because honestly, it feels good to connect with the collective on an energetic level. Sharing our truths and resonating on frequencies is how we expand. It's how we support ourselves in expansion. Ashe, and the last card I'm seeing, well, double double. Okay, last two cards we have Seven Sisters. This is giving the sisterhood I be talking about because it's giving us the opportunity to step into our creative energy. And I'm not just talking about creative energy as those who create art in whatever ways and their expressions. I'm talking about creativity in the life that you now get to create for yourself. You've been creating it, but I mean, now you're stepping into the shit. You feel me? There's a difference. Now you're creatively expressing and compounding on your manifestations. You're not holding back and trying to just manifest one outcome. You're seeing the whole motherfucking thing like, yeah. I'm about to do a goddamn thing out here. Why have I allowed myself to receive so little? Remember, divines, hold compassion for yourself at this time. Hold forgiveness for yourself because it's a trip when you realize how little you have been allowing yourself to receive. How little. It's going to hurt a little bit, but it ain't going to hold you. Can't hold you, baby. It won't hold you, baby. Can't hold you because the truth, baby, is the truth for me. Ashe is the truth, honey. When you start to see your truth in abundance and recognize it does not emanate from outside of you, Ashe to the takeoff with the planes right there. It does not emanate from outside of you. Your worth is internal. So regardless of what maybe people can see, Ashe, the divine abundance, it's almost like what's rooted beneath the surface that may elude many. Okay, because it's giving, you going to turn it around on a couple people. Couple people going to be stumped. Couple people are not ready for the abundance that's now going to be shined through you. All right? The divine is showing out. That's what I'm getting. The divine is ready to show out, and he ain't holding no. He fearless love. I just broke the deck, and fearless love is there, baby. Honestly, these divine cards are just giving me confirmation of just how much you need to be open to receive this abundance of love. It's giving grace. It's giving sensuality. It's about me now. It's about me and my legacy and what I'm building and how I'm building it and what's within it, okay? Because you are the reign, you are the ruler, you are the sovereign being of this universe that you've created. Just know that. Know that and show that, okay? Because it's a gift. It's a gift. Regardless of how people may feel about it, it's a gift. It's not to be negotiated, okay? If anybody's got any problems with it, they need to look within. It has nothing to do with you. Anybody who has a problem with your universe has nothing to do with you, especially if your universe is founded on love and light and balance, okay? It's not just light, it's balance. It may look like light, okay? But for many, it may reveal shadows. But the only reason your light shines the way it does is because you have tended to your shadows. You have transmuted your shadows, and now your light is shining real fucking bright, baby. And I want you to keep shining that light. Ashe, we're going to leave the message here. All right. If this one was for you, if this message was for you, I would absolutely love to hear where you are on your journey. Okay. For those of you who are returning, baby, isn't it a beautiful ride? And for those of you who are new, make sure to like, subscribe if that's your vibe. Become part of the divine tribe. You divine regardless. You are divine regardless, and I'm just so grateful to have resonated in any way, shape, or form that helps to assist you on your continued growth and expansion, baby. I want you to know all of your divinity. I want you to stand in that power and start using it with authority, baby. Huh? It's a word. Y'all know what it is. It's always a word. And I'm going to get out of here. See you in the next one, right? Well, okay.